The NFU has been lobbying the government for the past year or so, and they're looking for not complete state intervention in the markets, because controlling the markets and putting measures on is probably not the best idea right now. But they are looking for encouraging reforms or some sort of change so that the markets can naturally spur themselves back up again and prices will start to rise naturally. Having said this, the political parties have just recently launched their manifestos, and there are promising signs for the dairy industry and the farming sector itself. For example, Labour are promising a long-term farming plan if they are to be elected. They want to create a world-leading food, farm and fish sector. They want to promote the best of British produce, to expand the role of the supermarket watchdog, and to protect food producers from unfair practices by the major supermarkets. The phrase unfair practices and unfair prices is going to be throughout the board, across the manifestos and across the industry at the moment. The Conservatives are also aiming at a long-term vision for farming. They want to develop a 25-year plan to grow more, buy more and sell more British food. They've also come up with the budget, the pre-election budget, which gives farmers a tax break so they can average out their profits and earnings over the next 5 years. And at the moment it's only 2 years, but that comes into play in April 2016. They also want to treble the number of apprenticeships in food, farming and agritech, to reform the EU's Common Agricultural Policy to promote British food abroad, which is a key theme across most of the parties' manifestos as well, that British food abroad. They want to introduce country of origin labelling in Europe, and there's a focus on the groceries code adjudicator for a fair deal, that phrase again that we heard before. The Lib Dems are very, very similar to the Conservatives in that they want the country of origin labelling to be introduced as well if they are to be elected. And they've also got the groceries code adjudicator with the fair deal phrase popping up again. UKIP is working on a slightly different policy compared to the rest of the parties in their manifestos with the Competition Commission. This is to promote fair practice, and it will allow producers to create larger cooperatives and alliances against competing companies trying to control prices. They have also said that they would refine the groceries code adjudicator if necessary, but they see this as a last resort. I have also spoken to the supermarkets about what they think about fair prices. Asda has come back to us and they say that their milk is supplied by Arla and the price paid to farmers is set by that cooperative. But they have said that they have a positive record in UK dairy farming and sourcing, and they're proud to support British farmers. Sainsbury's say that their retail price is not related to the price that they pay their farmers. They say they pay a fair price to protect farmers, and they work on a cost of production model, which is where the price reflects how much it costs to make the milk, and it can fluctuate, and they're in discussions with their farmers all the time. Waitrose say that they have a fair and leading price, but they pay direct to their farmers and not through a processor like Asda. They meet regularly to share details and discuss prices with their farmers. Tesco have declined to comment.